Ich gehöre längst nicht mehr zur Welt der Sterblichen. Ich fürchte hier nichts und niemanden. Willst du wissen, wer ich bin? Ich bin Vegeta!
Guys, it's Shockwave King, and we're back here once again. And it's just titled the video, the significance of Aikawa's missing note. Alright, I might be butchering that name, but hey, look. I'm not a person who's good with Japanese names. Alright, this is the best you're gonna get. Alright, but this missing note, pretty much by everybody, has been forgotten. It's not been mentioned. Besides from that one little scene with Kumi, where she's just like, "Oh, you lost it? Then fantastic!" And after she terrified Teihei Kitaru, even poor dog Wampo, over that demon transformation she was going through. After all that, some might say, what would be the significance of one small note, one small piece of phone number that shouldn't even have any type of relevance? What would be the point? The whole point is that note could determine whether Ippo returns like next year or Ippo returns in like 2022. It's up to that. And she does just some rough estimates, but pretty much it's just everybody else want Ippo to return besides one person. And Ippo's mother is just she's in between. She wants whatever best for her son, but it's not like she sees boxing as something that's very destructive. She worries about him with the boxing, but the whole thing is just like she wants Ippo to get to a point where she wants to worry about Ippo getting hurt anymore. It was technically, somebody say, if she wanted to see a dominant performance, why don't she just watch him go against Kawasawa? That would have solved everything. Yes, it would, but that's obviously not what she's looking for. But this whole missing note thing is just like, I just find it odd just how out of nowhere, just randomly how Ippo just lost it. When the actual chapter showed up, to be honest, I didn't even know he lost it. I should have sworn he still had it. I didn't even know until like the chapter brought up that he lost it. I was like, wait, what? He lost it? When did this happen? I wasn't unaware of this. But yeah, he lost it. He dropped it out there by the tree. Which of course, how did I miss that during the chapter? Because I believe the class reunion chapter was one of the best chapters, including the 1200 chapter woman. But Aikawa herself is a very interesting character because it put Ippo into a very interesting predicament. Because even still, after 12, but technically Kumi didn't show up until like, even now, now you can say 12. Now you can say 12. Even after 1200 chapters or so, Ippo and Kuma are not in an official relationship. They are not, which is sad. I care about the relationship, but it's just after all this time, just progress has been made. So it's not like they've both been wasting their time. Progress has been made. They've gotten closer and closer. In a Makunuchi Wars, Kumi has been winning. Alright, she has not had to deal with Nanako or Marit for the last few, like what? Like 10 or so chapters, like 20, 30 so chapters. But there's only one problem. One problem. The biggest problem with any type of anime or manga protagonist who wants to be a potential main character girlfriend, and that is the old childhood friend. They always come back, darn it. They always come back. Unless he never had feelings for the girl, there's always a slim chance that Demon Kumi could lose her Ippo Makunuchi, and that would be a terrible sight. Terrible sight. It really would. But it all depends on how the story want to go, because the reason I say it could decide when Ippo could actually return, because everybody else has been pushing it. It was always just like also in between, just like if he wants to come back, if he can, if he don't, he don't. Takamura is denying it. That's technically not just Kumi, it's Kumi and Takamura. Alright, even if you get Kumi out of the way, let's say Ippo just started to fall away from Kumi, and he picks up he finds the note randomly. He started to push away from Kumi, started to interact with Kurosawa, and whatever type of showdown that happened between Demon Kumi and Aikawa, whatever happens, we still has the problem of the great Takamura. Even if you get past Kumi's lightweight. She's extremely lightweight. She got some extreme determination, but the only thing worse than extreme determination is extreme endurance, and that is what Takamura comes to the situation. But it's the fact that the note holds so much weight on potentially what could happen, because the whole thing is, it's just like, even if Ippo lose Kumi, then what happens with Kumi then? If the Gake is always an option, even though I personally do not like that idea of Kumi Itagake, there's always an option. Itagake have already started to catch feelings and become jealous of Ippo. But then again, it's just like, even as Kumi goes away, the Mukanuchi Wars aren't over. Because Nanako does not confirm get the Ippo. And she can always get with Amai, but I don't know. I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one, Sonny. Yeah, I know. It's just she really does not. She just doesn't really care about him. Not even, she doesn't even dislike him. It's like she just doesn't even see him at all. It's quite sad. It really is. Too bad I might have then put that bet on the second fight for the championship. If I win this time, you gotta introduce to your sister. Technically, I might at that point already been to the house, so it's just. And plus, he's the most similar to Nanako and her strange sense of humor. But and somebody said, even if then, who cares about Ippo's relationship life? I say it holds a lot of significance because depending on that, it will further develop Ippo as a main character, and it will further develop, and it also could affect how Ippo goes into the ring in his next few matches. Because one thing just to have the whole build up and drama, oh, I'm gonna fight this person, I'm gonna fight him, I'm gonna do this and that, I'm gonna fight him, I'm gonna beat him. But that's just that. If most of the times in real life, people gotta deal with fighting their opponent in personal drama at home. And this could be a situation where this one blows up in Ippo's face, and technically to a certain level, Ippo could lose everybody. He loses Kumi, Kurosawa, Nanako's gone, Mari's gone, and the love then like at that point the love Septagon would be gone. It'd just be Ippo hanging out with a great Takamura. Maybe he just might borrow Takamura's porn collection. Which is, never mind, you might not want to do that. Yeah, you might not want to do that at all. That's a really bad idea. Cause like, even if you want to borrow it, even touching them things is just like, it's not worth it. It's not worth touching them tapes and magazines. It's not worth it. Just like I don't see how they touch his VCR or his TV. Have they not seen what Tomiko has seen? Have they not seen what he does to his TV? Have they not seen this? I guess they haven't. And like, I can't believe how they can touch a TV like that. But I know. To me, this note holds very heavy significance. But the thing is, recently chapter 1320, which I didn't make a review on the recent few chapters because I don't think too much actually really happened. But I am hyped to see if Ippo asked that question or not towards Takamura. But Ippo has gone back to the tree. And there's one thing, some people say the note could be destroyed by the rain or anything else. That is a possibility. But it is under the tree. But some might say, what if the first few options don't work? What if Kurosawa might come into a different way? There's always Kimura. Because it's just like, in one way or another, somebody will find that note. It's really going to be Ippo, or it's going to be somebody else who walked the same path. Aoki got a girlfriend. Teihei Kintaro's too young. But hey, Kimura is always available. He's always available. But that wouldn't work either. But it'd be very interesting how things develop in the future. Because if Kumi had Ippo locked down as a confirmed boyfriend, this wouldn't be a subject of conversation. But it's not. There's a lot of uncertainty. Mari had pulled back her troops. But Nanako is still in deep. She's still in deep water. All right. She's trying to fight with Kumi towards the end for the Ippo. So it's just like, it all depends on how it affects Ippo going into the future. Because I already made a video about how Kumi reacts. If Kumi reacts goes negative, right? And Ippo goes up with Kurosawa. And then even that still creates a problem because now you gotta deal with the Reaper trying to decapitate Ippo. Okay, we're back. And it still creates a conversation of, alright then, I've done this, but and what we're gonna do about the Grim Reaper? I don't think, cause like Mishima has become partially invested in the relationship, trying to deter Sendo. Just like, no, Sendo, no, Sendo, no. They're in the what? They're in the what, Mishima? They're in the what? Man, don't worry about it. What? What do you mean don't worry about it? So, it's just one of those things where anything can happen. And it all could affect when Ippo go back to the ring, or what type of mindset that he'll have. Will he be depressed? Will he be happy? Will he be this and that? Who knows? All I know is just eventually, sooner or later, that note will be found by somebody. Because it's one thing for Ippo to randomly drop it, but in the actual chapter 1276, it shows the emphasis when he was grabbing the leaf that he dropped it, and then Ippo just never brings it back up again. Then like he brings it back up towards Kumi later, and just like Tay Katara rompers, it's like, no, shut up, you did, shut up. And Kumi was going through the final transformations. But yeah, that's it would affect everything. It will affect everything, and maybe other people might not care about it. I mean, I know it may seem like I'm some type of hyped up, juiced up action junkie, but I enjoy the drama of Hajime Ippo and other things. So, in my opinion, it's worth it. And in my opinion, eventually something will happen. Something will happen. It has to happen. That note had to play some type of role. Ippo will get affected somehow, some way. But I just don't know how. I really don't know how. Because it has some type of hidden significance. And she's still a character, and she's still out there. So if everything I said before just doesn't happen, what if by some nonsensical random chance, right, everything goes right, Ippo still gets Kumi, and everything just goes regular, just been the same way where it has been. And then Aikawa shows up later, and she's there watching the match, and she finally decided to get the courage to congratulate Ippo in front of Kumi, potentially Mari, and potentially Nanako, and now we have a real problem. Alright, the Mikanuchi Wars are already deadly enough. The MVP, Nanako, the 5-star wide receiver, has already tried. So it just to me, this entire thing means a lot. It always depends on how Ippo will carry on into the future with him in his personal life, which does affect boxers and everything else. So, will he come back as some type of fighting beast machine, or will he just be regular? Or will Ippo just shut himself off and just become a cold-blooded machine? Or who knows what could happen? Anything can happen at this point. But yeah, that's pretty much been a video, guys, of the significance or the importance, in my opinion, of the missing note that have not been seen in over, how many chapters is that? That's like 4, like 44 chapters. Jeez, not been seen in 44 chapters. Right? Is that math right? Yeah, that'd be 4, 280, 20, 20. Yeah, like 44 chapters. Well, who knows what could happen? It's hard to Ippo, and it could go well for Ippo, it could go bad for Ippo. So I don't know how this is going to turn out. I don't know how heavy of a significance it will have, or if it will affect anything at all. I personally believe it will. So, what do you think? Do you think the note that Kurosawa left behind for Ippo will hold any real significance? Will it actually really change anything referring to Ippo's mindset, or whatever type of personal relationship drama he could have? Or do you just believe it'll just be, yeah, and it's just something that'd be in the background? If you've been with Shockwave King, let me know you guys' thoughts and opinions about this entire scenario, and peace.